What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my sports picks video, NFL edition. It is Saturday night, September the 26th. Getting this video out a little bit late. I was watching the UFC pay-per-view. Some great fights in that card. Completely dominating main event. Adesanya just smashed Costa. It wasn't even a competitive fight at all. He just shows how great he is. But anyways, on to the NFL action. I'll make this a video a little bit shorter so I can get it out there and uploaded so we can move on. This is week 3 of the NFL, so hopefully you guys had a great Saturday. A lot of college football out there, some MLB regular season finishing up. We had an NBA game. The Lakers make it to the NBA finals. We'll see if it's going to be against the Celtics or the Heat. So a lot of action out there. Hopefully you guys had a great day. But we are moving on to Sunday. So for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. What I like to do with the NFL is my favorite sport to do teasers with. I am amazing with NFL teasers. So what I like to do is give you guys a bunch of different teaser options. So I throw together my favorite teaser plays of the week into what I call the long shot teaser. It's any teaser where the payout is $1,000 or more. And this is our third attempt. Attempt number 1, we missed it by one team. Attempt number 2, we missed it by one team. So we have had some great attempts, a lot of winners, a lot of great picks. We are missing the long shot teasers by 1, so we're getting really close. Even though they're teasers, they're still hard to hit when you do more than 2 or 3. I'm doing 7 or 8, so it's very difficult to hit. My goal is to hit it 5 times this year, this NFL season. We could easily be 2-0, which is crazy, but instead we're 0-2, so we'll see if the third time is a charm. So that's what I like to do with the NFL. And I'll also have a straight bet towards the end of the video as well for those of you that do not like to do teasers. A little bit of everything for everybody. So let's go ahead and get into the action. Like I said, don't want to make this too long of a video, so we'll quickly recap last week's long shot teaser. Let me find it here. So starting off with our only loss of the day, our only loss of the teaser, I should say, was the Philadelphia Eagles. They were at home against the LA Rams. We had chances to keep that game close. At even one point in the second half, they had a chance to take the lead. Carson Wentz throws the interception into the end zone, and the Rams go back and score, and it was over at that point. So some bad play by Carson Wentz. He has not looked sharp this year. But anyways, that was our loss. We had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home against the Panthers. Easy victory there. Steelers at home against the Broncos. Took care of business. Bills, Dolphins over. Tons of points in that game. Lions, Packers over. Even more points in that game. Those were easy overs. Cardinals at home. Cardinals are looking really good. Kyler Murray, early MVP candidate. Cardinals win at home against the Washington football team. We had the Kansas City Chiefs -3. They were lucky to push in this game, but the push does not hurt you in the teaser. So we had the Chiefs -3. That was a push against the Chargers. And then we had the Vegas Raiders on Monday night, and they were outright winners over the Saints at home, like I said, on Monday night. So +12. That was super easy. So the Eagles screwed us. That was our only loss of the teaser, so another great attempt. Like I always recommend, I recommend you pluck out your favorites, do a smaller 2, 3, maybe 4 team teaser. If you would have done that, you might have hit the teaser, but if you like to get crazy with me and do the long shot teaser, by all means. So that was what we did last week. Like I said, a lot of winners, a lot of good picks. Even the Eagles, that wasn't that far off. Like I said, it was pretty much one play that kind of turned the game not in our favor. But that was week 2. Let's go ahead and turn the page and move on to week 3. We are killing it right now in the NFL season, so we are hoping to continue. The first 2 weeks we have had winning weeks. We are looking to make it 3 straight winning weeks in the village in the NFL. So let's start off with our long shot teaser. I'm going with the New England Patriots. They are with the teaser. It's a 7-point teaser. They are +0.5 point at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is a really bad spot for the Raiders. They just played on Monday night, like I mentioned. It was a huge Monday night game. It was their first game in their new stadium. So you know they were hyped up for that game. and now they have to travel on a short week across the country. It's an early start time. We know Belichick and the Patriots. He is very, very good coming off of a loss. We have the Raiders dealing with some O-line issues. Incognito, Sam Young, Trent Brown, all dealing with injuries. I like the way Cam Newton has started off the season. He's looked good. I think he's going to continue to get better. They're dealing with some injuries as well. Edelman's questionable. N'Keal Harry's questionable. So their top two receivers for the Patriots are questionable. But I'm pretty sure Edelman's going to give it a go. But like I said, I like New England the way they're playing. I do think overall they're the better team. Love their defense. I think it's we're getting the better team here at home, and it's a better spot. So I am going with the New England Patriots just to win at home. Next, we're going with the Buffalo Bills. I am fading this Rams team yet again. I hope they don't bite me again, but I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. I love the way Buffalo's been playing, mainly Josh Allen. They got him some weapons, Stephon Diggs. John Brown was there last year. He's playing well. Beasley. All three receivers are looking good. Josh Allen, he's rushing the ball. He's throwing the ball well. The Bills' offense is looking good, and that's to go with this defense that has been good for a few years now. So it's just a complete Buffalo team. Now they're at home. They're playing the Rams. This is a really, really bad spot for the Rams. I read some articles on the Rams. Their plan was they were playing in Philly last week, so their plan was to stay out east because they're playing Buffalo. But due to COVID issues and stuff like that, they just didn't want to take any chances, so they flew all the way back home to LA, and now they're flying all the way back to Buffalo. This is a lot of travel for a team. Yeah, Buffalo, they were in Miami, so they had to fly back home. But this is just a really, really bad travel spot for the Rams. On top of that, Jared Goff has been playing really, really well. He surprised me. He had an off year last year, but he has played really, really well this year. But we'll see what he does against a good defense. Again, this is back-to-back road games for them. On top of that, they have gone back and forth across the country. So we'll see what this Rams team can do. If they can win this game, I will stop picking against them because I'll be really, really surprised. Both teams are playing well, but I think Buffalo is in a better spot, and they're at home. And I kind of like Buffalo overall a little bit better. So I'm going with Buffalo. With the teaser, it is +5, so they don't even have to win. If the Rams end up pulling this game off by a field goal, it's okay. So we got the Buffalo Bills +5 at home. Should be a really, really good game. It's one of the ones I'll be keeping an eye on. Next, we have not so good of a game. We have the New York Giants against the San Francisco 49ers. These are two teams dealing with injuries. I don't think any team is dealing with more injuries than San Francisco. Mainly, their quarterback is out. Not a huge downgrade to Nick Mullins. He's been around for a few years. He's played well. But they got a lot of other issues. On their D-line, Bosa, huge. He's out. Solomon's out. D. Ford's out. Running back, two of their running backs are out. Mostert, he's gotten off to a great start this year. He's their starter. He's out. Coleman, their backup, he's out. Receivers, Kittle, that's their top receiving option. He's out. Deebo Samuel, he's been out. He's out again. Richard Sherman's out. These are just to name a few of the main players for the San Francisco team. And even without all of these injuries, I was down on San Francisco coming into this year. The Super Bowl hangover is real. Obviously, we know they were in the Super Bowl last year. Probably should have won, and they lost. We saw what that did to Atlanta. They are still recovering from that epic Super Bowl collapse. I don't think that the same thing is going to happen to San Francisco. This is a really, really good team. But I was going to be down on them this year, and now with all the injuries, I'm definitely down on them. So they travel now on the road to face the New York Giants. Giants suffer a huge loss as well in Saquon Barkley. But overall, they are the much healthier team. They're going to rely on Danny Dimes to air it out more often, and he has a lot of weapons to do so. So we're getting a lot of points here. I think this is the second lowest total on the board. So Vegas is not expecting a lot of scoring here, and rightfully so with all the injuries. So when you're getting 10 points and what's supposed to be a lower scoring game, I like our chances here. I like the New York Giants to win this game outright. So getting +10, I'll definitely take. Next, we're going with the Cleveland Browns. They are at home against the Washington football team. There was a lot of hype on Washington after they had a great second half against the Eagles in week 1, but we saw they are not very good. This is not a good team. They're still going through some growing pains, especially with their quarterback in Haskins. They did not even score in the first half of that Arizona game last week. This is going to be an up and down team all year long. I think they'll be a little bit dangerous when they're at home. I like what they have on defense. They can definitely rush the passer. But this is a tough spot for them. I like Cleveland here. They played on Thursday, so they have a couple days of extra preparation for this game after they came away with the victory against the Cincinnati Bengals. So I like Cleveland here. All they have to do is win at home against Washington. I think they can definitely do that. Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, I'm going back on the Eagles once again, and if they burn me again, I'm done with them. This is just too good of an Eagles team. They're dealing with some injuries, but they just cannot go 0-3 to start the year, especially with the teams that they've played. You know, they played Washington in week 1. They were dominant in the first half, had an epic collapse in the second half to lose that game. Then they had the Rams at home. Obviously, that's a good team. Not necessarily expected to win that game. It was pretty much a pick'em game. They had their chances, they lose. But now that Cincinnati's played well. I actually like the way Joe Burrow has played this year. He's really surprised me, especially with the off season that everybody's had. Not a whole lot of practice time, especially for the young guys. It's really, really a tough off season, not getting all those reps that you normally would. But Joe Burrow has actually looked really, really good, better than a lot of quarterbacks. But still, this is a desperate Eagles team. They just cannot lose this game at home to the Bengals. So we have the Eagles here +3. So even if they do lose this game by chance, by a field goal, I still get those points. But I like the Eagles to definitely take care of business. Finally, next we're going with Tampa Bay +2 with the teaser on the road against Denver. Tom Brady, obviously, he's not looked himself. Can't really expect him on a new team. He's been with New England for so long. To join a new team, learn a new offense with a bunch of new players, I expect him to struggle this year. You can blame it on the age, you can blame it on the new team, whatever it may be. The bottom line is he is not playing great right now. So I don't expect this to be a high scoring game. Again, this is actually the other game. This is, I believe, the lowest total on the board. So he typically struggles in Denver as it is, but Denver usually has a good defense. So Denver has a lot of injuries. They lost their quarterback last week as well. I don't think it's a huge downgrade to go from Locke to Driscoll. He came in last week, actually looked really, really good. He gave Denver a chance to beat Pittsburgh, who has a really good defense. But I think when a quarterback gets injured, and you don't prepare for that quarterback. So typically in those cases, the quarterback does look good. But then the next week or two, when teams actually game plan for that specific quarterback, they don't look as good. So you get that initial rush of adrenaline and you play well. The other team's not expecting you. So typically when backups come in mid-game, they look better than they normally would. So I don't expect Driscoll to light it up here. Overall, top to bottom, this Tampa Bay team is just much, much better. Godwin is back for Tampa Bay. He was out last week, so that's another weapon for Brady. And I think just every week, this Tampa Bay team is going to get better and better. They did put up a lot of points last week against Carolina, so I think they can build on that. And like I said, this Denver team, just too many injuries. They're not very good. I'm going with Tampa Bay here to squeak out a victory in a lower scoring game. And then last but not least, I love throwing in the Monday night game because of all the games come in. And we've hit the first 2 weeks. We've hit both Monday night games. So we're on the roll with the Monday night game. So hopefully this will be number 3. Not a whole lot to say about this one. I mean, if you're getting the Kansas City Chiefs against anybody +10 or more, I'm taking it. This is going to be a great game. Chiefs versus Ravens, the best 2 teams in the AFC. Going at it. I expect this to be a high scoring game, an explosive game. I don't take a lot of what I saw last week from the Chiefs. Chargers have a great defense, and like I said, they weren't expecting Tyrod Taylor to not play in that game, so it was completely unexpected for Herbert to play in that game. And like I said, in those situations, it's a huge edge to that quarterback that the team wasn't expecting. So I don't take a lot from that. They still only gave up 20 points in that game to the Chargers. The Chiefs offense, for whatever reason, they couldn't get going in that game. And And it's kind of typical. The Chargers typically play them well. Like I said, the Chargers have the pieces to match up with Kansas City. But I don't expect this Chiefs offense to be held down 2 weeks in a row. Baltimore also has a pretty good defense, but I think this is definitely going to be a higher scoring game. Both teams are definitely going to get their points, and I just don't see the Chiefs here getting blown out here. So I like the Chiefs plus 10.5. And like I said, if everything else comes through, we can even take Baltimore, hedge our bet, and we can actually end up winning both bets. So we have a lot of different options come Monday night, but first thing is first, we got to hit everything else. So Patriots just have to win. Buffalo Bills plus 5 at home. Giants plus 10 at home. Eagles plus 3 at home. Browns just have to win at home. Tampa Bay, our only road team on Sunday, just has to win. And of course, the Chiefs on Monday night on the road. They just need to keep it close. So that is our long shot teaser number 3. Again, we were super close with week 1 and week 2, missing both by just one team. So hopefully this is the week we break through. Because like I said, we could easily be 2-0 right now. And these are long shots. These are hard to hit. So we are picking great games right now. Love doing teasers in the NFL. Obviously, I'm very good at them. So hopefully this week we can hit it and celebrate and then move on to week 4 and hit it again. But first things first, let's hit this one. Let's hit our first long shot of the year in the NFL. Now let's go ahead and move on to today's free play of the day. Like I said, it's going to be a straight bet. It's going to be in one of the games that I mentioned on the long shot teaser, but it's going to be at a different angle. But before I do, I want to mention my website, JVilleSportsPicks.com. If you're new to the channel, I give out plays each and every day via email. I send out a newsletter with all picks and all sports each and every day. Very, very simple to use. If you're interested in my daily newsletter that has all the sports, I make it super, super affordable. Just go to JVilleSportsPicks.com. In the upper right-hand corner, hit that big blue button. It will take you to a page which lists all the different packages that are available. Don't forget to use promo code Football is back 25. That will give you 25% off my already super low prices. Football is back 25, all capital letters, all one word. Put that in when you sign up, and you'll get 25% off. Try my picks out for 30 days. You will not be disappointed. If for whatever reason I have a losing record during those 30 days, guess what? You get your money back, or you can have the next month free. Your choice. So there is no risk to sign up. Give me a try and see how I do. Like I said, you will not be disappointed. That's the website. That's how to get there. JVilleSportsPicks.com. Use the promo code and start winning with us today. Now let's go ahead and move on to today's free play of the day. It is going to be between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. Like I said, this is the lowest total on the board, and I think there is good reason for it. Tom Brady, despite all the weapons that he has, like I said, he's not playing well right now. I think they're going to lean heavily on the running game here, and they're definitely going to try to get him going through the air too. But this Denver team, despite their injuries, they have a great defense. And with Tampa Bay not hitting on all cylinders, I don't think Tampa Bay is going to score a ton here, especially in the early going. Like I said, Denver is typically a place Brady struggles. So I love this game to stay under. On the flip side of things, Denver, like I said, this is going to be the second game for Driscoll. Pittsburgh was not expecting him last week. Tampa Bay is going to be expecting him, and I don't think we're going to see big things coming from Driscoll. They're still without Sutton, their top wide receiver. Jerry Jeudy, their new gem wide receiver. He's questionable with a rib injury, so we'll see if he can give it a go. If he doesn't, obviously that's better for us, better for the under. But like I said, I just think Denver is going to be moving up and down the field in a slower fashion. They'll be relying heavily on Melvin Gordon. Philip Lindsay, his backup, is doubtful. He's not going to play. So when Melvin Gordon is not on the when Melvin Gordon has to come out, they're going to be going to a third stringer. So there's just a lot of signs for me that point to this game going under the total. So we're going to take the first half under 21. Hoping that we only see maybe one touchdown, a few field goals, but I like this game to stay under the 21. For our teaser purposes, if there are any points scored in the first half, hopefully it is by Tampa Bay, because we do want Tampa Bay to win this game. But I think the first half is going to go under 21. So that is going to be today's free play of the day. Like I said, I'm loving this NFL card today. We are off to a hot start in the NFL. I have 4 other straight bets that I'll be releasing on my daily newsletter, along with my favorite moneyline parlay and my favorite 2-team teaser. So I'll have a lot of plays that will be going out for those of you who are a part of the village. I'll have some MLB plays as well. We had a winning MLB day on Saturday. But that is going to wrap it up from me. Don't forget to check in the description of this video. I have all my social media links, my Twitch channel, my Twitter page, Facebook, Instagram, all that. Most importantly, my Discord channel. There's a link in there to join my Discord channel if you want to talk sports each and every day. MLB, NBA, football, college, just bounce ideas off of each other. That's what it's all about. It's about building a community, a winning community, bounce ideas off of each other, bounce different plays off of each other. So join the Discord channel to chat each and every day. And like I said, I give out a lot of prop bets on there, a lot of different plays I threw out on there as well. We talk about a lot of different angles, so it's just a great place to chat about sports. It is brand new, so it's a little bit slow to get going, but as we get more and more people in there talking sports, it is definitely going to be the place to be. But check out everything else while you're down there. Give this video a thumbs up if you will, and subscribe to the channel so you know when new videos pop out. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. But that is going to wrap it up for me. Good luck with whatever plays you guys do decide to put in. I hope you guys sweep the board out there, win everything you guys put in. I'll definitely see you guys soon. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and be safe out there.